to get started with questions.
Patty, a pretty different, a midweek doubleheader after you open conference play, but what were you looking for coming in, and how do you feel like the team did overall?
I wanted a little more of the weekend, but it was our first Big 12 opponent, so you could feel the energy. I don't know that we were completely physically ready to play a doubleheader. It's a lot. It's standing around a lot. So I think we started off a little bit slow, and then we finished strong. Game 2 was nice to get a lot of our newcomers or those that don't get in the game as much opportunity. So I think we got some things out of it that we wanted, but we're just glad we're done with doubleheaders.
How neat was the Hannah Core home run in that second game? Just how cool of a moment is that?
Excited for her. You guys have all seen her in the fall, and just having one of the best falls I've seen anyone have, and then just trying to bring that back, and so that might be kind of opening up some things for her.
Cydney, what was that moment at the plate like for you guys as Hannah comes in?
I was super excited. I think I PR'd in a jump, trying to jump over.
She sprinted around the bases.
She got there fast. It was exciting.
Kelly, what kind of rhythm do you feel like you're in here about a month or so into the season?
It's feeling good. I think I've worked really hard with Coach Rocha here lately, just really trying to nail down, her philosophy, and I think it's kind of showing. It's getting easy, kind of learning what she's taught, so it's just cool to see kind of everything fall into place.
Cydney, just the swings you're getting on the ball, just the run you're on, how does it feel as a hitter?
Very, everything's lifted off of me. I don't know, it just comes easy now. Not really worried about anything. I don't know. It's coming to me. I don't know. It's amazing to see for myself from progress from last year to here. Very uplifting, I would say.
Sid, Patty's mentioned before your ability to fight through at bats and get walks. How's your patience at the plate maybe helping you now?
Probably getting a good pitch to hit. Some I'll let go, and then I'll try and battle back, get my swing off on some of the pitches that I've missed off on. I feel like having a good eye allows me to see things more clearly, the umpire strike zone versus what the pitcher's throwing, things like that.
Specifically with the home run hitting, do you think there's anything that's kind of led to that increase here in March now?
I don't know what's going on, honestly. I'm just swinging a good bat. I don't know. It's just coming.
Coach Gasso, what have you seen in Cydney that's really worked with her offense lately?
I think she said it. I don't know that she knows that we can see it in the way she feels. It just looks very light. Same thing with Kelly. Those that are really shining are the ones that will tell you, I don't feel anything. If things aren't going great, they don't feel it the way they used to. Sid would feel things real hard. I think Kelly could also. So they're just kind of shaking it and coming right back in and doing their thing, and it's become really easy for some of these players. You can see it. Alina is another great example. Has really been fighting and struggling at times, and she just loves the game differently right now, and you can see it in the way she moves, the way she looks, and the way she plays the game.
Patty, a lot of us were over at the Board of Regents meeting today, and of course the statue was approved. I just want to ask you, how humbling is that, though, to see so many people just wanting to put a statue up?
It's extremely humbling, and I actually have been able to see it and talk about humbling and I look like that. It's really surreal. It's really I don't even know what to say. I'm honored. I'm humbled. I was shocked when it was announced. I wasn't expecting that at all, but it's kind of cool that it'll be there for a while.
Players, same thing. What do you think about the statue for Coach Gasso?
She deserves it.
I say hard work pays off. That's all I gotta say about that.
And Patty, after starting here, loves for the entire month, you ready to get back on the road? What do you see from Texas Tech?
I'm not ready to get back on the road. It's nice to be home for a while. Texas Tech is tough. They got a very nice record. They swing, and it's a tough place to play. So it's usually windy or dusty or things like that. It's tough to play there, and they've got a good fan base. They've got a very good coach that's coaching. They're very confident, and they've been swinging well, scoring lots of runs. So it's definitely one of the tougher places to play. Maybe not exactly because of the fans, but more of just the environment and the way the wind is, and the temps and so forth. And I think we're walking into some of that this weekend. So we've got to be tough. We've got to be tough athletes this weekend.
How much a challenge is it for your pitching staff? Because this Texas Tech team's one of the top hitting teams in the country.
Mm-hmm. It's a challenge. Any team we play that has a bat in their hand, it's going to be a challenge for us, and that's the way we look at it. So we're going to have to be pretty pinpointed, and we're not going to try to out-hit them. We're not going to try. We're just going to be us, and trusting that'll be good enough.
Patty, I saw that Kinsey Hansen was listed as a reserve today. Was today just a rest day for her, or was there another reason?
Just not feeling very well, and smart for us to keep her away in case she was infectious, to keep her away from any of the athletes. So she needs a rest. You could hear it in her voice, but she'll be fine.
Expect her to be fine for the weekend if
Yes.
everything. Yeah.
Yep.
Hey, Coach Gasso. What are your expectations? I know you guys are back-to-back champions. What are you guys working on to continue growing this amazing foundation of the softball team?
Well, thank you for that. It's quite interesting because we have some really good young players. I've got 10 seniors, so there's it's a little more difficult to bring all of us all together because there's just a lot of people in different parts of their lives. So that's part of the challenge. But when they all get together and they really battle every at bat with the hitter and every pitch with their pitcher, when we really get locked into that and we're not thinking about ourselves and our accomplishments or our at bats and, oh my goodness, what's going to happen? Am I going to get pulled or any of that? If we could just really think about each other and team oriented, we'll go a long way. That's really, really important. A lot of people have individual goals. We don't talk about goals. We don't talk about here, what are our goals? I know what they want for them individually. We don't put it out there because this is really a team sport. So that's where we need to stay, is playing as a team, fighting as a team, and working for each other instead of self.